Welcome back. All right, 6 games on Sunday in the National Hockey League, starting at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific, and the last game of the night, 9 o'clock Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. So, starting at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific, we've got the Ottawa Senators and the Philadelphia Flyers. This will be the only game on in that first 4-hour block, so hopefully it's an entertaining one. October 14th, Ottawa wins this matchup 5-2. The third and final meeting will be March the 2nd. Ottawa's 16-24-1 overall. They're 3-6-1 in their last 10, and their most recent result was that one, the overtime loss. Tkachuk, 19 goals, 17 assists, 36 points thus far this season. He needs to be at his absolute best if they're going to have a chance against Philly. Batherson, 16 goals, 19 assists, 35 points. Sanderson's been good, 6 goals, 17 assists, 23 points. We'll see how they do against Philly, though. Philly, 25-15-6. Overall, they are 6-3-1 in their last 10. They did lose their last game. Couturier, 10 goals, 20 assists, 30 points. Back to the defensive stalwart we know he can be. Farabee, 16 goals, 20 assists, 36 points. And Sanheim, 4 goals, 22 assists, 26 points. A career year for him from an offensive perspective. 5 o'clock Eastern, 2 o'clock Pacific, we have the Minnesota Wild and the Carolina Hurricanes. And there's some weird start times, I assume, because NFL reasons. So I know the Detroit game got moved for that reason. So Minnesota and Carolina, I might be wearing this because I'd like to see the Lions win tomorrow too. Lions are playing Tampa, right? Anyways. So February 27th, Minnesota and Carolina will meet again in Minnesota. Tomorrow's game is in Carolina. Minnesota's 19-21-5 overall. They're 3-6-1 in their last 10, but they did win their last game over Florida. Boldy, 15 goals, 15 assists for him this season. Rossi, 13 goals, 13 assists, so symmetry with their numbers. Middleton, offensively, kind of surprisingly good this year. 6 goals, 11 assists, 17 points. The 6 goals, not too shabby. Carolina, 25-14-5 overall, but they're 8-1-1 in their last 10. They won their last game. Aho, 16 goals, 34 assists, 50 points. Bunting, 9 goals, 20 assists, 29 points for him. And Brent Burns, 8 goals, 18 assists, 26 points. I think he's enjoying himself in Carolina. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific. Only one game starting at that time, and it is Tampa Bay against Detroit. October 14th, it's 6-4 win for the Wings. April the 1st, these teams will meet for the third and final time. Tampa Bay's 24, 17, and 5. I'll get the numbers right eventually. It'll happen. They're 7-3 in their last 10. They've won 5 in a row. I'm wearing Detroit because I'm like, they've won 5 in a row, but they're on second half of back-to-backs. Detroit should be fired up for this one, and Detroit's been playing well enough, sure. But yeah, Hagel for Tampa Bay, 13 goals, 25 assists, 38 points. Kucherov's absolutely playing out of his mind. 28 goals, 47 assists, 75 points already this year. Hedman, 8 goals, 36 assists, 44 points. He's back to a point-per-game defenseman. On the Detroit side, they're 23-17-5. They're 7-2-1 in their last 10. They did lose their last game. Larkin, 8 goals, 22 assists for 40 points thus far. Veleno, I like Veleno. I think he's been good for them. 8 goals, 10 assists for Veleno. He's been prominent recently. Moritz Seider, 5 goals, 18 assists, 23 points. Detroit fans still very much psyched about the fact that Seider is on their team. 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific, the Dallas Stars against Patrick Roy. This should be really interesting. This makes this game so much more interesting than a normal Islanders game would be. February 26th, these teams will meet again. Sort of a spoiler alert here, but I did a video where I did a nice bar graph on which teams have been exciting to watch, which ones haven't this season. Those videos will be going live while I'm on vacation. The Islanders may very well change the way they play hockey under Patrick Roy. I wouldn't be surprised if they did, but we'll see. Dallas 27-13-5 overall. They're 5-4-1 over their last 10. They did win tonight, so that puts them back on a winning streak. Rope Hintz has 20 goals to go with 22 assists. He's been excellent. So Sagan, 17 goals, 18 assists, 35 points for Sagan. And Harley has come into his own this season, 9 goals, 14 assists, 23 points on the blue line. On the Islanders side, they're 19-15-11. They just fired their coach. They're 2-6-2 in their last 10. They lost their last game in extra time. Brock Nelson, 20 goals to go with 16 assists for 36 points. Horvat, 18 goals, 24 assists for 42 points. Romanov, 4 goals, 7 assists, 11 points. Patrick Roy, just park Horvat at the net. He'll tip them all in. It's just what he does. It's where he should be. 8:30 Eastern, 5:30 Pacific, the New York Rangers, coming off of a loss tonight against LA, will be in against Anaheim. What's interesting is this is a start time that is going to mean that these teams have a very short turnaround. Anaheim goes from San Jose to home, and the Rangers just go down the road to Anaheim. But still, that short turnaround, we'll see how this game is. It could be sloppy. December 15th, a 5-1 win for the Rangers at home. Now they're going to try to win in Anaheim and sweep the season series. The Rangers are 28-15-2 overall. They're 3-6-1 in their last 10. They've lost 2 in a row, so it's getting kind of rough for the Rangers. Panarin, 27 goals, 34 assists, 61 points. He was frustrated tonight. Last I saw, he only had the one shot against the LA Kings as well. Trocheck, 14 goals, 29 assists, 43 points. He's had a remarkable year, as is Trouba. 3 goals, 14 assists, 17 points for Jacob Trouba. Anaheim, 15-29-1 overall. They're 2-7-1 in their last 10. They've lost their last 3 in regulation. Vetrano, 21 goals, 12 assists, 33 points. He's going to the All-Star game. Strome, 5 goals, 18 assists, 23 points for him. Far quieter than you would expect with Ryan Strome. And Lacombe got his first goal tonight, so I figured put Lacombe on the board as the defenseman on the board for Anaheim. 1 goal, 7 assists, 8 points for Lacombe. 9 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Pacific, Toronto and Seattle. So I'll be done relatively early tomorrow, which means pre-recording more videos for while I'm on holiday. But Toronto won this matchup at home November 30th in a shootout, 4-3. Toronto 22-14-8 overall. They're 5-4-1 in their last 10, and they lost tonight against Vancouver. So they need to bounce back, brush that off, and bring a better game against Seattle. Marner, 20 goals, 30 assists, 50 points for him. Matthews, 37 goals, 18 assists, 55 points. And Riley on the blue line, 7 goals, 30 assists, 37 points. All of them are having good years, but the supporting cast, I think that's where there's an issue in Toronto. Plus, you got the defense, and Jones didn't have a great start tonight, so we'll see how the goaltending goes tomorrow night. Is it going to be Samsonov? What are they going to do? Seattle, 19-17-9 overall. They're 7-3 in their last 10, but those 3 losses are their 3 most recent games, so they should be fired up tomorrow. Toronto has got to get off to a good start here. McCann, 18 goals, 11 assists, 29 points for Jared McCann. Tolvanen, 12 goals, 17 assists, 29 points. There is no one star player in Seattle. It kind of makes them harder to play against. From that perspective, Borgen, 1 goal, 15 assists, 16 points, has had a really remarkable year offensively. It feels like Will Borgen doesn't normally put up 16 points in a season, and we're only shortly past halfway through at this stage. So we've got a team with 4, the core 4 in Toronto, and then you've got kind of a team of I don't want to say no names, but you guys know what I mean. There's no like mega star in Seattle. Be fun to see how that works. Let me know who you think wins these games in the comment section below. You're going to take upsets. And I'm thinking, isn't it the Buccaneers and the Lions tomorrow? Man, that's fun. Anyways, let me know your thoughts. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And I really haven't been watching the NFL playoffs because I can get really sucked in. And since each play takes like 45 seconds to a minute, I would miss a lot of hockey, so I can't be doing that. But hopefully the Detroit Lions do something special. That's my hope, since my teams just didn't make the playoffs. So there you go. But thank you guys so much for all your support as always. Let me know your picks for these games in the comment section below. And if you haven't already hit like and subscribe, please do. I will talk to you again soon.